been a couple of days, but we're back, and today we are doing a Detroit Lions free agency recap. So let's jump right into it, eh? But make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, and yeah, let us know what you think. So, first big guy that picked up is Halapuli Vaitai. So, this was the big swing tackle for the Eagles. They called him, Big V. He's a pretty good swing tackle. He did all right jobs fitting in, but I mean, he's not really like flashy or anything like that. We'll see how he ends up in Detroit. They need somebody to keep Matt Stafford off the ground, but they signed him to a 5-year, $45 million deal. Jason Peters was injured a lot, so he got a lot of good timing. Solid, but not great pickup. So I'm going to give him a C+ for this pickup. Next guy, Jamie Collins. 3 years, $30 million. Last year he had a pretty good year. He had 7 sacks, 58 solo tackles, and 3 forced fumbles, right? So he's coming off a very good year. I think they overpaid him a little bit, especially for a 30-year-old Jamie Collins. The biggest question I have for him is if his production is just, a part of the Patriots, scheme. Because, when he went up to Cleveland for, a couple years, he really didn't do that great, So I don't know. We'll see if, he's going to reunite with Matt Patricia. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes up there in New England, eh? So now we have Chase Daniel. So they signed him to a 3-year, $13.05 million contract. So, they could have addressed the backup quarterback position in the draft. I think it would have been cheaper, but I guess they didn't want to waste a draft pick. But, I mean, he's shown some good, stints with Chicago and things like that. In 2019, he only had, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, but I don't know. I guess they solved their backup quarterback issue that they, had to fix. So, with, Jeff Driscoll leaving. So, next guy, Danny Shelton. So, excuse me, I didn't grade these last 2 guys. So, go back to Jamie Collins. We're going to give this Jamie Collins a B-. We're going to give Chase Daniel a C-. And now we're on to Danny Shelton, okay? So, I signed Danny Shelton to a 2-year, $8 million contract. He had 3 sacks, 30 solo tackles last year, and 1 forced fumble. So, in my opinion, this was just the Damon Snacks Harrison. This was just the Damon Snacks Harrison replacement, to be honest with you. He's just younger, not as big, not as good in the run game, obviously. He was a downgrade, but he's cheaper as well. So, I'm going to give this one a C+ for Danny Shelton. So, next guy, Desmond Trufant. Signed him to a 2-year, $21 million contract. In my opinion, he's the best pickup of this free agency class. He had 4 picks in 2019. Solid cornerback. He's going to help kind of transition them out of the phase of Darius Slay. That's kind of what they picked him up for, in my opinion. And he's going to be just fine. I think 21 mil is, for 2 years, not terrible. And, yeah, we'll see how he works out. But I'm going to give that a B for Desmond Trufant. Geronimo Allison. 1 year, $910,000. I think he's a solid underrated signing. I think if, I think with Rodgers, I think he got a couple, he had, 2 touchdowns, 287 yards. I think he's better than his stats, guys. I think he's just fine. He's, tall, lanky, go up and get the ball, things like that. But, just because contract value and all that, I'm actually going to give this a B-. So, the final grade for the Detroit Lions free agency recap is a B-. So I think they got some solid players, Danny Shelton, Trufant, Allison, Collins. I think they're going to be just fine, Big V, and I think they're going to be just fine. The only one I didn't really like was Chase Daniel. So, all of them are just kind of B grades, but we're going to roll with a B- for their final grade. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and let us know what you think in the comments. Adios.